So here we are again, highly edited, barely comprehensive or showcasing anything of a trailer. Wait, it's uncut, not laden with industry nonsense voiceover, just an honest upfront pure gameplay showcase? Well, smack me with a poop stick. Has a miracle happened? Nope, this is real. Indeed, finally we get a look into station interiors, how the mission pickups would work, how the new UI looks, mandatory horrible animations, and even something rather special at the end. But before we get to all that, it's worth noting the details. So we open up with walking around and mission pickups off the gate, the new UI. Well, yeah, perhaps would be more receptive of it if it was looking like everything else. See, now we have three different UIs, basically. The normal ship UI, the stupid fleet carrier mess of a thing, which at least has the same color scheme, and now this completely different looking and differently colored thing. I can't but to go back to my endless moments from way back where I constantly mentioned how good the UI design for Elite Dangerous was, because it was not only a physical object in the game, but also how it all had the same easy to understand style. Maybe what they're going for here is deliberate differentiation between foot gameplay and the ship gameplay, but if that's the case, it's needlessly complicating things and stylistically bloating, like a corpse that spent a few too many days in water recycling tanks. SRVs and SLFs didn't need a new UI, and because of it, it felt like home away from home. But SpaceX, arguably being basically a slower SRV, now gets a special treatment, for better or worse. Oh, and another thing I spotted after a few other mission pickup showcases. Yes, you'll be able to negotiate a price as if Frontier decided to copy the Witcher games now. Frankly, I'm not a fan of this, but whatever. What is already getting annoying is the same issue Microsoft loves to do. A menu after menu after menu after menu. Or in this case, instead of showcasing simply the full mission parameters, there'll be the welcome screen, then there will be the not full mission screen, then there will be the negotiation screen, and do we need all of this? Can you not condense this in one screen? Say, if you wanted to pick up missions like we do now, land, open the mission board, quickly pick up 10 missions and jet off in 5 minutes. Now for the SpaceX missions, we will need to go to each of these randomly spawning characters and pick up missions one at a time. Sure, it's kind of immersive, but when you have procedurally generated these things ad nauseum, there is no character in this NPC. It's a standard mannequin and will get old pretty fast. This is the curse of Elite. No matter how you try, unless you really make a singular character, like say engineers, your NPCs are ultimately worthless background extras. And the only instance where I would accept talking with a character for more than 2 screens is a unique and interesting quest. But let's be frank, Elite Dangerous don't do quests. However, a touch of effort yet again can be heard from audio team. We can actually expect voice lines from these NPCs, which would have been so easy not to include, but they did, and I will not let it go without mentioning.
Commander, this is Ailey Hunter, Chief of Security for the COE system. I've got an assignment you might be interested in. Make your way to my command ship and we can talk it over.
On the other side, mouth movement animation is very... how can I put this?
Found him wandering around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe a great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake.
Yeah, worse than a game from 2004, for fuck's sake! As well as other little animation bits, they too are off or downright not working. But more importantly, this one room. Yeah, that's all we're getting for station interiors. Maybe in few different configurations, but frankly speaking, you could have done something a bit more clever than this with your procedural generation to make literally unique layouts for all starports with your clever coding. But nope, minimal viable product to the rescue. Now on the bright side, if you're a fan of this one other thing, you may notice something interesting and recognizable. Indeed, Elite Dangerous, as I have stated in the past, have taken the right examples from Star Citizen with the weapon shops. It's really nice to see the shop with actual items on the wall. And I wonder if you could actually interact with those items like in Star Citizen, cause that would be the cherry on top. So clearly, elite developers have some capability to learn from their peers. And this is reflected in the last bit of the showcase. As you approach the ship, you almost kinda get to recreate the original Elite Dangerous teaser trailer. Oh man, that's so cool! And I know my shtick has to be just, cynical prick and whatnot else, but god damn it! Even I get kinda excited about this part. And oh boy, even knowing things that will happen afterwards, this still gives me chills to see a ship I've known for so long, and rightfully shut upon its garbage performance to see it from a proper angle. Sure, just like with SRV, the novelty will wear off, but even so, the foot gameplay will instill a slightly new way of looking at these machines, which is only a good thing. However, if Elite developers were so keen on taking notes from Star Citizen, the biggest question from basically everyone is, why the fuck we don't have ship interiors that we can walk on? I've ranted on the importance of ship interiors time and time again, but do you know how big of a win would it have been for this same section of the showcase? But you also would walk up the stairs or a lift and showcase slowly going through the ship insides. Fuck, basically like this. But nope, space legs just fade to black like SRV and teleports you into the seat and off you go. What a wasted opportunity to do something incredible. But overall, the showcase was surprisingly honest and upfront, something which I frankly don't expect from the company anymore, but well, credits where credits due. While I'm not a fan of the single room design, especially knowing how Elite developers are capable of crafting procedural generated environments, but most other things seem functional, if a bit janky. Regardless, all of this will still come down to how profitable the gameplay it offers will end up being, and how tedious menu navigation will be, because it certainly is annoying me already. Anyhow, that's about it. So let me know what you think down below. Oh, and we still don't know if the people in the station from outside would be able to see people that are in the interiors. My best guess is no, they won't. But that aside, if you enjoy the coverage and my work in general, well, feel free to check out the Patreon down below. As for now, I'm gonna sit here stunned for a moment of how upfront this little showcase has been from a company that's not so upfront anymore. Weird.